Okay, sorry if the quality on this is bad, but I guess it doesn't really matter in terms of the subject matter. No one's gonna watch this, but I just need it out for the peace of my own mind, because I feel like I'm losing it a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. These last couple of months have been insane, and I feel like I genuinely can't think of anything else besides the fact that we as a society are falling into full-blown fascism, and it just seems like nothing is stopping it, or the measures being taken to do anything I don't know. I don't even know what to say. And I can see it everywhere. It's happening everywhere. Obviously, we know what's happening with America. I live in Australia. I'm an Australian citizen. And ever since the American election, I can see the changes here. And I live in the most left state in Australia, and I can even see it here. It's happening all over the world. It seems like every single conservative politician is running in well, there's always a conservative in an election, but it seems like every single conservative in elections all over the globe are the most popular. They're the winning vote. They are the ones being elected in, and they are following in the footsteps of, well, at the moment, the world's global power, biggest global power, America, and including here. And I just worry, if it's happening everywhere, if fascism is happening everywhere, where do you go? Where can you run when it's happening absolutely everywhere? Especially as a minority, a woman and black. Where do you go? Because eventually it's not gonna be safe. And I think that part is not being emphasized enough. We are good for now. And I don't want to sound like a extremist in like I'm just catastrophizing everything and I'm making it bigger or more dramatic than it is. And obviously what I'm saying sounds very dramatic. But we're not safe. And right now, we're in an okay stage. But when we're not anymore, what happens? And where do you go if it's happening everywhere? I think the thing that bothers me the most about this whole thing is how, okay, if anyone's ever watched The Handmaid's Tale, you've heard all the way through, of course, you've heard Joan say Gilead wasn't Gilead until it was, when she escaped into Canada, and Canada was adapting the beliefs and behaviors of how America was before Gilead happened. And a problem or worry that I'm having is that even though, yes, Gilead is fictional, for the purpose of what I'm arguing or what I'm talking about, is everywhere is turning into Gilead. And the kids aren't okay. everywhere is turning into Gilead and the kids aren't okay. All right. Now, when I say the kids aren't okay, I'm talking about everyone my age can see it. Everyone is always talking about Gen Z is going to be the big change, da da da. And then we found out that Gen Z is actually a bit more conservative than we thought. And then the ones who haven't outed themselves as bigots either, and the thing that's bothering me at the moment, they either talk, it's separate into two sections. There are people who are talking about it, and then we have who are very serious, can see what's happening, and they are talking about it. And to you guys, I want to throw my hats out to you, my non-existent hats. I want to throw them out to you. I don't know if that's a correct phrase, but you are on the right side of history at the moment. And then there are the side of people who are completely aware of it, like the rest of us, and aren't saying anything, and they have a platform. And it bothers me because we have this side of people who are saying something, and then we have the people who want to say something, but are completely, I guess, protesting against it in the completely wrong way. I say wrong way because if you have a TikTok, like the majority of us do, like I do, and you have the feed that I do, I'm just going to reference the Kendrick Lamar performance. There are too many edits of that performance placing Kendrick Lamar next to, we've all seen the Hunger Games edits. And I fear that our generation is too incapable of one, being able to take proper action against what's happening at the moment, because we're fantasizing about a revolution that's not happening. You're making Hunger Game edits, you're making edits about the Kendrick performance, but it is completely hypothetical. It is completely hypothetical. This revolution that you guys have in your head is not happening. It is completely fake. It's not happening. It's not happening. And making edits is not the same thing as taking action. Like, I know, obviously, to do anything about a problem, it takes time. It takes people gaining the courage, but there's no point. That it's just hypothetical. This revolution that you have in your head, the people are standing together, is completely hypothetical with no action. This, if we burn, you burn with us, is not real, because nobody is burning. Not a single person. The streets aren't on fire. No one is throwing a bow. No one is Katniss Everdeen. We don't have anyone at the moment, and we don't have any actions showing that we are anti what's going on at the moment. I know that there are protests going on, but we don't have the same fire and organizational skills to show we are about business as they are on that side of the spectrum. Because the thing that people on the left are, in comparison to conservatives, is unorganized. And that's how they are where they are right now, and that's why they're taking over everything. They decided that they wanted to revolt against, I guess, you know, I guess anti-fucking everything, apparently. Anti-woman, anti-LGBT, anti-ethnic people, anti-everything. And they banded together and they made that shit happen. And us on this side, on the left, are making TikTok edits and having TikTok edits about the Hunger Games and Katniss Everdeen, and not assembling together to do what needs to be done. And that really bothers me. It really, really bothers me, because you can make as many edits as if we burn, you burn with us. But I don't want to, look, I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to be censored or whatever,